Not on. Hold on.
Oh.
Hey, welcome to the Killer Radio Show.
We just talked for a little while.
We just talked for a little while.
And you missed a great opening.
Yeah.
Great opening. Do you want to play some music? Play it in the background. I'll just
Play
play
in the
it.
background.
Yeah, play
All
in the
right.
background.
I'll get another song.
Welcome to the Killer Radio Show. I'm Ryan Mason, joined by Eric Thorson. Steve Breeze is here for Eric, I wish for Eric Thorson, but for Jason Hillman. We are the radio arm of the Cast of Killers. This is our show, coming to you live at 8 o'clock every Tuesday on riverwestradio.com. You can tweet us at Cast of Killers, #KillerRadio, and check us out on Facebook.
And
That's all the
call us.
stuff that happened before.
And call us.
The music you're hearing is from
The Project Trio.
the Project Trio.
Out of Brooklyn.
Out of Brooklyn. Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, yeah.
The Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. The Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, Ohio.
Brooklyn, Ohio. No, Brooklyn, New York, right, guys?
Brooklyn.
That's a pretty good Brooklyn accent. Go ahead, Eric.
Brooklyn.
Can you give us your best? You look like somebody who's really good at accents.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
I feel like
That's
they
my
all
shtick.
sound
That's
the
my
same.
stand-up shtick. Nothing but
But accents?
accents. Yeah.
Hey, forget about it. Right?
One of my
Want a
first jokes
slice of
that
pizza?
one of the first jokes I wrote was I was impersonating
Schwarzenegger.
an American impersonating a British person who's impersonating an American,
And you didn't hang on to that one,
and I
huh?
didn't hang on to that one.
Let's hear it.
That was it.
That.
Because
That's
it's an American impersonating a British person impersonating an American person.
Okay.
I can see why that was such a big hit with audiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got so many chords around me tonight. It's ridiculous. I'm like fenced in right now, which is fine. We've got music, which is good. Thanks to the Project Trio. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very
Very
cool
nice
stuff.
guys. Yeah. Very nice guys.
Very beatnik kind of sounding.
Yeah.
Oh, they are from the village. The villages.
Yeah. Welcome to the Beatnik Hour. I'm Ryan, Skeezy Boy Ryan Mason, with Bebop, Balula, Eric, Bo Thorson, coming to you live from River West Film and Video.
Can I be Gutterball? That's what I want to be. That's my beat nickname.
You
Gutter.
can if you want to ruin the bit.
But that's not a beat nickname.
No. I don't know if you know what Beatnik era is, man, but it's cool.
I always thought Beatnik was Doug's older sister Judy. Is that not Beatnik?
That is, but it's still a totally different era.
Yeah, it's like two different things.
Yeah.
So your knowledge of the Beatnik era in the United States stems from Doug,
Yeah,
the
uh-huh.
cartoon? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, totally.
Welcome to the show. We could probably start the show now. It's been 5 minutes of us screwing around, not doing anything, so that's cool.
As opposed to the other, 2 hours.
I'm gonna
where
move
we're-
this, unless you want this plugged in case you want to play some kind of audio during the show.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
is your
let's
first
do that.
time to Steve's got his laptop plugged into the cords tonight because I forgot my iPod. So if you have a drop you want to do, somehow downloaded from YouTube, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've tried to do that before during the show, but then you guys yell at me.
Yeah, that's the general theme of the show.
But sometimes I just get bored and I look up YouTube videos and I start, watching.
Actually entertaining yourself.
Yeah, and entertaining myself.
I don't know. There was some stuff that happened this week. It wasn't like a news-heavy week, which is fine. It's not like people are getting their news from us, which is, which would be ludicrous. I can't admit. Maybe the only person that I think actually gets their news from us is Eric. So that's fine.
Yep. All the news that's fit to.
He will be
Dish.
he
Isn't
will
that
giving
what
you
the
some
saying is?
financial tips at the end of the show.
Oh,
again.
I have another segment for our Eric bit. So somebody needs to come up with a theme song for Eric.
I hope
Eric
it's Arab
ex-
Spring.
yeah.
I hope it's Arab Spring.
Eric explains the news of the day.
Um,
No, it's something you will have no idea what it is. I know that's
Are
the
you
bit.
saying I do know what the Arab Spring means?
No, I'm not. It's, I imagine you'd be like, it's like a crunch wrap. So
It's a special kind of mattress, is what it is.
one of the things that was in the news, and I wanted to talk
Very comfortable.
about it with Jason because it would have made Jason mad, was that Scott Walker's wife, Tanette Walker, the First Lady of Wisconsin, is remodeling the governor's mansion. She's raising $400,000 to remodel their kitchen in the governor's mansion.
$400,000 to remodel the kitchen.
Yeah.
In a nice house.
It hasn't been remodeled since 1986.
Oh. It's probably still a very beautiful kitchen.
There's probably,
maybe it is, but-
ugly flower wallpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been inside. I've been, outside.
In the governor's
looking.
mansion.
I like to imagine
never
her
been inside.
walking through the governor's mansion like Otho and the woman from Beetlejuice, just like spray painting on the walls, like.
I'm gonna find that
it's
clip.
mauve.
I love that clip from Beetlejuice.
Yeah. You read my mind. Right? That's Otho. That's my girlfriend's favorite movie quote. Is Otho.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, really, really locked it down, you guys. But yeah, $400,000 to remodel, and she's not. She did say she's not taking taxpayer money because that was like the first question everybody asked. But like,
Right.
I know you're not taking taxpayer money, but like, like when the first lady raises $400,000, I generally like to think it's going to something that's outside of her kitchen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And for the kids or something.
Yeah. But here's the thing: she did promise to bake everybody cookies
Oh.
Ooh.
from that kitchen.
And I mean that
Everybody,
created like
literally everybody.
That created like 2 jobs, right? Like
Yeah.
2 non-union jobs, I would imagine.
jobs, yeah.
What if she's
Seasonal jobs.
Actually, the ironic part is that they probably have to be union jobs because it would be in the city, which most city jobs have to be union.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works.
I mean, it depends on what kind of. I mean, if they're like taking down walls and doing electrical work, then yeah. But I mean, if they're just like replacing countertops.
What kind of countertops are you buying for $400,000, Eric? What are they? Is
Platinum.
it?
Marble?
It's not in Wauwatosa though. It's in. But it's the governor's mansion.
Governor's
which would
Mansion's
be
in Maple Bluff. It's in
Madison.
Maple Bluff.
Yeah.
His actual house.
Yeah,
No,
well,
it's
if it was
the
actual
mansion.
house, that would be really. Well, that'd be. I wouldn't be mad about
Someone
that.
would go to jail for that, I think, right?
For what?
If they raise money to redecorate their own.
They're
kitchen?
raising it through donation, and they're
Yeah.
being very upfront about it.
I'm raising money to pay off my student loans.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a
Like, it's
secret.
not-
It's not like a secret.
Not well.
email.
Yeah, no, I still have 0. So if anyone wants to donate some money,
It's a kick.
Now's the time, guys.
It's a
now's the
Kickstarter.
time. It's not. It's actually a green note.
Oh, I've referred students to use that before. We're not going to talk about more.
Yeah. No.
But that's the thing. Like she's raising it through like independently. It's basically the biggest FU that like a really big Republican backer can do. Like it's like, yeah, we lost the election. I've got a little bit of extra cash around. I could donate it to like the ASPCA or like some other like cause that might help things. You know what? New countertops for the governor.
That's kind of like remember we were watching that football game and there was that pro golfer who needed to shoot or get the ball within like a 5-foot radius.
Phil Mickelson, yeah.
Yeah. And he got it in the circle.
And it bounced out.
It didn't even bounce out. It just went. It shot over. But if he got it in the circle, like $1 million would have been donated to children, or funding for schools. Mm-hmm. And he missed it, so the kids didn't get it.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah. They could
And like kids love golf. We should
Yeah.
say like they love Phil Mickelson. Kids love Phil Mickelson.
Left-handed kids love him.
Lefty, yeah. Hefty, more like it.
Ew.
Because he's fat, and he was fat.
Because he likes trash bags.
I can't imagine though, like if you're Scott Walker and you're like, you know what, tonight I'd love for you to take control of some of the things that go around in the state. You've got a lot of power, and a lot of people look up to you. What do you want to do? Well, I'd sure like to get a new kitchen, I'll tell you that much. Like, how much does she actually cook? She's the governor's wife. Like, they have a staff that cooks for them.
Well, maybe the staff was gonna protest because the kitchen wasn't
Yeah.
I
up to date.
sincerely doubt it. I sincerely doubt
They needed some Corningware.
it. Yeah, that's what it was. I really just like it bugged me, and then at the same time it was like, yeah, you know what, a kitchen from 1986 probably is kind of tacky,
Yeah.
and like my governor shouldn't have a tacky house.
Right.
And then I remembered how tacky Scott Walker dresses, and I was like, eh.
I pretty much just I don't care what government does anymore.
You're
don't,
out.
I'm
You're
out.
out
I'm just
completely.
I've checked myself out
Yeah,
of this.
you didn't vote, so I mean, you can't object to him getting a new kitchen.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Well, you certainly didn't vote on that kitchen.
Actually, I did vote in the recall election. So
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna vote in the kitchen recall?
Yes.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
I prefer teal.
IKEA. I can't imagine. They should. That is kind of something that's odd that you have to raise your own money to. But I guess if you use tax dollars to remodel
that'd
your
be-
house,
yeah.
it'd be like a total travesty. I like to think
People
that,
would be pissed and they'd burn the house down.
I like the idea.
Then they'd
that,
have to build a whole new house, which would be from taxpayers'
Yeah,
money.
it'd be awful. But I'd like to imagine that. She's spending $400,000 because she's raising the money. But if she could use tax dollars, she'd have like $1 million kitchen.
Yeah, but who who donates the money? Like, why can't those people?
Crazy old white women. Crazy
Yeah,
old white
why?
women.
I
right?
need to find them. Like,
Yeah, and shake them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I got a bridge to sell you. Am I right, you guys? 400,000. But that means that, like, obviously the state has a lot of people in it, but there's got to be some like older women who there was probably like an ad and like a Good Housekeeping type of thing, like support the remodel of the governor's mansion. You'll have a hand in all those delicious home cooked meals, and like there were probably that
They'll
tugged
probably
at some
throw
white
a
women's
big,
heartstrings.
a big dinner where they have to pay, $1,000, $2,000 a plate just
to buy plates.
to buy plates. No food on the plates.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. They just
Yeah.
Here's a
Then if
plate.
It's like, this food's terrible, right? We need a new kitchen bad.
Good call, Eric.
Yeah.
So it's getting later in the year. Yeah, I think that's all I can talk about that. That's how long I
Yeah.
can talk about that. We should say that Eric Kokonis is going to be on the show hopefully today. If he's out there
Coco.
listening, get here. Get here.
Coco.
I'm dying up here. And we're hoping to head out over to the Roman Coin tonight again. It was a great open mic, and we support all the local comedy shows that are going on in Milwaukee, so go out and see some.
Yeah.
There's some really good ones coming up. In fact, Wednesday at Karma, tomorrow, if you get a chance to go out, if you're hearing this before it airs, because it's not live. It is live, but most people listen on a podcast. At Karma, what's
Tom Clark.
Tom Clark will be there. I'm terrible with names. That's why. Tom Clark is actually a really renowned comic. So in terms of showing up to that joint,
the
you're not
link up.
just going to see guys like Eric and I and Steve. So $5, go see Tom Clark. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
And Art Bar is this week too, so go see that if you get a chance.
And then Friday, if you want to come see me, I'm doing a guest spot at the Comedy Cafe. Friday night, late
Oh.
show.
Yeah,
Big
and
shout
Jason,
alert.
Jason will be doing the early
And
show.
Jason will be doing the early show. Yeah.
Jeez, oh, they let anybody in there now. Big shot alert. No, that's great. That's a
We had
wonderful
we had
place for
fun.
comedy.
Me, Eric, and Eric Kokonis all went to the cafe to get a guest spot on Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Chad Daniels. is
yeah, Chad.
hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Who will be
so
on the show in
funny.
a few weeks. But we're all like, no one asked to do the guest set. We were all kind of just standing there, and no one
was
was
really busy,
approaching.
though.
It was
Nobody had the stones to be like, hey.
It was really busy
guest
though.
spot.
Like
This guy.
he looked really busy. And, like he's not going to give you one if he's really busy running around doing everything and you're bugging him about a guest spot. Like, you know what I mean? It was a sold out show. It was
That's
a great
awesome.
show. Yeah, it was
Great.
a great show.
Fantastic.
Chad Daniels was really fun.
Man, maybe I should just go linger around.
Yeah.
Wait a second, I've got a social life. No, I was probably playing basketball or something. No, it was the weekend?
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night.
I was probably hanging out, getting drunk, playing Settlers of Catan with my friends.
But we ended up going to Libby's. And
Oh, I love Libby's.
Yeah,
The piano.
Libby, the owner of Libby's, really liked Eric.
Oh, boy. The woman?
The woman. Yeah.
Oh, Kokonis.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, makes
Yeah,
a,
she didn't
makes
really
a
give
lot more
Eric.
sense
Yeah.
now.
You didn't get like any attention from her.
The woman who sings you should. Why don't you explain what Libby's is?
It's a local bar. That's all I really know. Just a little hole in the wall.
Played some pool.
What's
Played
the
the
one
ball.
that's next to Libby's that's like a piano
And,
bar? What is that?
Angelico's?
Yeah, have you ever been there?
Or Angelo's, sorry.
Angelo's.
Angelo's. Yeah, that's a
I've never
nice
been.
place.
That's an experience if you've never
Yeah.
been. Angelo's is like
Yeah, then
these
there's the
old
other.
timers singing standards, old standards. It's a blast.
Yeah, if you frequent the North Avenue bars or Brady Street bars, you probably know Bob. And Bob, sings at Angelo's, and he also
Yeah,
sings
yeah.
at any chance he gets to serenade some young boys.
Is that the way it goes?
Yeah,
You gotta know Bob. You
gotta know Bob.
That's funny.
beautiful singer.
That's
And-
hey. If you shake it, got it, or if you got it, shake it. One of the two.
Shake it, got it.
If you shake it, got it. Yeah, it was. I was walking around, and it's like starting to get cold out. Finally, like it was really hot on December 3rd. Like it was
Yeah, like
warm out.
60s.
Yeah, and like I just noticed being outside when it's as warm as it is in December. Like none of the animals are like hibernating yet or holding up for the winter.
There's still green
My-
grass.
my-
These are the
flowers started rebudding.
fattest squirrels we have ever had. The fattest.
Well, because they were getting fat for winter, and then they just kept getting fat. Cause
that
winter
was what I
didn't
was
start.
describing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen squirrels so fat?
I actually haven't seen any.
Any squirrels?
Yeah.
Now, is your eyesight really bad?
No, I just don't pay attention to squirrels. They
No?
don't break into my house anymore, so I don't have that
Oh
problem.
yeah, because you live in like an apartment building.
Yeah.
Wait till the one like dies in your heating duct.
I did actually. A squirrel did hide a bagel in a charcoal bag I had out on my patio.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anywhere else to bury it,
So just put it in your charcoal bag.
Put it in my charcoal bag.
Did it come back for it?
I haven't checked.
Well, tune in next week, everyone, when Steve gives us the culmination of his bagel in a charcoal bag story, featuring one fat squirrel.
He was pretty fat.
Squirrels are pretty industrious. Like, I don't know if there's any other animal that like you would just like believe that they put something somewhere. Like if they were like, yeah, I found this like Barbie hair, and it was like in my car radiator. I'd be like, oh, that sounds like squirrels. And like, I wouldn't even think twice about it.
Rats. I think rats would do that too.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I used to live with a guy and he had rats, and they would hide random stuff places. Like after he moved out, we still found like random orange peels that like we thought the rats hid in the couch.
Well, that's just a nice rat then.
Yeah,
It wasn't
right.
just like piles of rat crap.
He was picking up the garbage and hiding it.
and making potpourri out of it.
Yeah,
apparently.
I mean, orange peels are, that has a nice
they're
scent to
fragrant.
it.
Yeah, they're very fragrant.
Yeah.
No, they're citrus, but you're saying that they're floral?
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong. It's
Yeah,
citrus.
citrus. They smell. I had there was a bunch of orange peels in my garage
Rats.
last week.
Who
But it
says
wasn't
you're not
rat-
working towards paying off those loans? You
Yeah.
got a whole pile of orange peels.
Yeah. Well, they weren't
Huh?
mine. Some resident threw them
Have a
out.
garage sale.
Some resident just threw it out of their car in the garage. But I didn't have to spray odor deodorizer around because it just smelled like oranges in my garage. That was nice.
Congratulations. You have
Yeah.
a garage?
Yeah.
And you're
25 spaces.
you like manage an apartment building?
Yeah.
What's like the worst thing you've had to do managing an apartment building?
Talk to not at this building.
Talk to other humans.
This apartment building is actually the tenants are extremely cool. They're laid back and not a lot of problems.
Would you say they're chill?
They are very chill.
Get
but
out.
I've had
Get out of here.
I've had some other residents who were just super annoying. They call down every day and try to talk to you for hours on the phone about problems
Nothing,
you couldn't fix, like, or it's just like call the police.
My husband's lazy.
Yeah, well, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I'm your building manager.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do in that situation.
Cold water's too cold.
You still have to pay your rent. I mean,
Yeah. Do people do that a lot? Or are they just like, I don't want to pay rent like this month? I guess they can't really tell you that.
In this building, for this company, I don't have to. I have a leasing team that does most of the.
Nice.
The,
Oh, wow. So what do you actually do?
I clean and I show the apartments. I do some tenant relations. If they have some sort of complaint.
Icebreakers, team builders,
Yeah, yeah. I try
Settlers
to
of
organize,
Catan on
patio
Saturday
parties, things like that.
Oh, cool.
No, that's a total lie. I don't really do much besides clean. I clean every day, and that's 2 to 3 hours a day. I'm
2 to
clean.
3 hours. That's funny. I used to be a janitor at a Pure and Hall. We've bored everyone to death, by the way.
Yeah.
I used to be a janitor. I would vacuum Pure and Hall, which is on the UWM campus. I was in charge of the whole building, and I would vacuum for like 2 hours, which seems ridiculous. Like vacuuming for 2 hours twice a week. You're like, how much dust could possibly be in here? And then I would go watch Jeopardy for like half hour. It was the best.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so good at Jeopardy. Speaking of things that aren't what we're currently talking about, did you see that guy who punched a lady who happened to be a cop got fired today?
No, I didn't.
Did you read that story?
No.
There was a lot of hubbub in Milwaukee about it because, one side of it was people saying that, oh, this cop shouldn't be punching people in the face. It was a woman that he punched in the face. And, even if she was being unruly, it was sort of uncalled for that he did that. And then the other side was racist people. So that was.
This
exciting.
happened in Milwaukee? Or
Yeah.
Was, the first article that pops up, something. Puerto Rican Day parade in Philadelphia.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. The Puerto Ricans voted, with the election that they want to become a state of the United States. So now that all they're waiting on is an amendment to the Constitution.
And there's several states that are trying to go sovereign.
Yeah,
right
I know.
now.
Puerto Rico wants it.
Texas is the big one.
Would you trade Texas for Puerto Rico at this point?
I'd still want to go. I mean, South by Southwest. It's something I still really enjoy.
Yeah.
Down
take Texas, leave Austin.
Leave Austin. That's our
you
new
can have
Puerto
Dallas, you
Rico.
can have
Yeah, here's what think about that. What if we take everything that's in Austin and we move it to Puerto Rico? and we take all the Puerto Ricans and move them to Austin.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be the best, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what they want, right?
the Puerto Ricans would be like,
They want some
yeah,
Puerto
we're on
Ricans."
board. Yeah.
Oh, we're in.
And we'll be like, you guys all get free tuition at UT. It's in Puerto Rico now. And like when they get to college, we'll be like, yeah, it's really expensive though. I would do that. I'd do that straight up. Austin for Puerto Rico. Boom.
Yeah, I would fear losing Texas though,
Why?
because they have oil.
So
Then we'd have to buy oil from Texas.
we're already buying oil from other people.
Yeah, but it'd be one more state.
You know why I'm looking forward to seeing Texas go? Because all my exes live there.
Oh yeah, it's my home state. I kind of don't want to lose it until after I stay
Everything's
there.
smaller in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, everything is smaller in Puerto Rico. Can you imagine, like, if they were like, you voted for Puerto Rico, now you all have to move to a landlocked city. They'd be like, what? I would do that straight up. Austin for Puerto Rico. South by Southwest, Southeast. That's where. That's the
Yeah.
next thing. I would love that. I would welcome the Puerto Rican people.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much they could contribute tax-wise.
Think of all the cheap
But there's
vacations.
a lot
you
of
can
yeah.
take.
There's a lot, but I think they do bring in probably a lot of tourism dollars. Right?
They do.
Yeah.
And like, not to mention all the Puerto Rican flags they make.
Yeah.
They love that.
we don't have to
Alright.
import them anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to import them anymore. Yeah, New York's got a new market. Yeah, what did you think about that? Like that they did vote that they wanted to be in.
I said let them in.
But like, would you have voted if you were Puerto Rican? Would you have done that?
Yes.
And if you were Texan, would you have voted for sovereignty?
Absolutely. If I was Texan, absolutely.
Really?
Then again, I would like own more guns and be more of a jerk.
It would be kind of badass to like, and I'm not saying that like the South was badass to fight in the Civil War, but like for Texas to like just be like, no, we're cool on our own, like that is kind of badass to
Yeah.
just like back out,
I
I
guess.
like the reasons that they're doing it are stupid, you know.
I don't. What? I guess I haven't really been following. I just heard through.
I think it's
some-
well, like some of it has to do with tax issues, and the other part is that our president is black. So that's what I think it is.
And we teach evolution in schools.
Yeah, it's like very Christian conservative movement. Like I wouldn't want to live there other than like the tax incentives for living there are huge. But why would you want to be? I imagine there's a very vocal minority there, right? Like a very vocal group of people who are like, we want to get out of this nation.
Yeah.
Woo! Like we'll fight all the wars by ourselves unless they're real tough. Like, I mean, immediately if they remove themselves from the United States, like they would have to institute the draft immediately. Like
I think they would put a huge fence up over in all of Texas too. So
'Cause, like,
They already have one
Here's the thing.
side.
Texas is right next to a third world country that has huge problems with kidnapping and murder.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me they wouldn't need a huge army immediately?
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, all right, there's a lot of these Mexicans coming in here, stirring up trouble. USA, you got our backs, right? And we just be like, nah,
No.
man, like
Yeah,
you
we
already-
had your back.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had your back.
Then you left.
The California border is like 50 miles. Like we got that.
We'll protect the border at the top of Texas and around
Yeah,
Texas.
It's much easier. It's
Yeah.
much easier. Yeah, forget that. I would miss Tim Duncan. That's about it, though.
I wouldn't miss the Cowboys.
No, that's right. Maybe
They would transfer to another. They would go to what state doesn't have a team down there?
South Carolina,
Montana. Yeah.
Oklahoma.
North Dakota,
So-
Delaware.
You
Does
know,
Oklahoma have a team?
Georgia
Yeah.
doesn't have
Oklahoma City.
Or no. Alabama
Oklahoma City
doesn't
what?
have a team.
Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, that's
Because
right.
Bama football is so
Yeah.
big.
Alabama Cowboys.
No, just leave them there. You could have an out-of-country team. There's
Puerto
Canadian
Rico
teams.
should get a team. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Basketball, hockey? What do you think?
Basketball. They could have a
Hockey?
basketball team for sure. Hockey. Yeah, Puerto Rican hockey.
Yeah, street hockey.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel sorry for anybody who's in who's in a loveless marriage and has humongous hair and like a huge collection of cowboy boots and has to eat Tex-Mex all the time, but their husband just wants to secede from the union. They can't really say anything because they're a woman. I feel sorry for all women in Texas. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That would be too bad. Except for all that, I don't know. They have good barbecue down there.
Chili.
All right.
They do have really good chili.
We'll import it. Big deal.
Yeah.
You got to do 1 for 1 though when you import. Like when the United States exported Pepsi to Russia for the first time, we got back Stolichnaya vodka. So that's like a famous like tariff like that's out there. But what would we if they're giving us chili? What would we have to get back? What do you think? Nikes.
Education.
No, they
Education.
wouldn't
No,
want
they
it.
wouldn't want it.
Yeah, they wouldn't even want it.
They'd be like, what? 2 to 1 chili then? Is that us?
I'm not sure.
I don't think
We
so.
should just start answering like their phone. Be like, nope, don't have it.
Yeah. How much chili would we have to give for like 1 textbook? Like, or how much chili would we have to get for 1 textbook? No, it would have to be the other way around. How many textbooks for 1 cup of chili?
Cup of chili? Or are we talking like vat? A vat of chili?
I'm talking, well, a bushel. Probably it'd have to be bushels, right?
A bushel?
Okay, we'll say
Liters.
one pallet of Roadhouse chili.
1 pallet of fruit. Okay.
How much education do we have to give? Like
What-
how many textbooks?
What kind of textbooks? Like English?
Well, yeah.
History?
Well, then
Any
Spanish.
yeah.
That's
Math. Yeah,
Math.
no,
Yeah, let's do
math
math.
book. They would
How about
take a
2
math
English
book.
and 1 math? Is that
Books?
good?
2 books for a pallet of
3
chili?
books.
Or 3 pallets?
3
books per child willing to learn.
After all that chili, though, we're gonna need a palate cleanser. right, folks.
Not to mention, we're gonna have to import more toilet paper because the chili.
And toilet paper comes from Canada.
Yeah.
So
Man, there you go.
Right.
Did you gonna read about the cop who punched a woman? Did you read anything?
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't read anything about
She
it.
was being unruly for some reason, and then the cop punched
Getting
her
a
in the
little
face.
mouthy.
And then, but like he was able to subdue her, but he also
Why-
punched her in the face and dragged her off by her hair.
what
There's
caused
video out
the
there. I think she
it,
was.
it wouldn't load for me. So I stopped.
I'm gonna assume it was Black Friday. That's what. No, it was a little while ago. So I think it was in the summer.
Yeah. Because there was that bus driver who punched someone too. It seems like punching women is a trend going on, and
It's going up. Yeah.
yeah.
The Packers lose.
it's happening a lot in the Occupy movement. It seems
Really?
like yeah,
Like women just getting punched.
just
for
everybody.
protesting.
Yeah, protesters are just getting beat for. But I mean, they also like I've seen videos where like the protesters do like kick the cop or like try to, just hassle them, and then they just knock
Isn't
them
that
out
their
with a
job to hassle them though?
kick. Yeah.
Is the Occupy movement still? Give us an Occupy update. You're an Occupy guy.
I haven't really been paying attention, but because
good.
with Sandy, it's kind of gone to
Yeah.
the relief program. So a lot of the occupiers have been helping because I mean their tent villages have flooded and they're gone. So,
That's rough.
but there's a lot of helping. The victims of Sandy that.
That's good. I mean, even if you don't agree with what they're doing or whatever, which I don't know. I never felt like what they were doing was like
Doing
an
anything?
affront to anyone. No, it accomplished something, obviously.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
But like, I never thought it was an affront to anyone. Like, other than like people,
Corporation.
corporations who didn't want the laws to change. Like, but like, who cares about them? They're people, but they don't have feelings.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're like Dexter. Like that's
Yeah.
what corporations are. You're not following it as closely anymore, though.
No.
Well, you guys are a great help to the show.
Yeah. Right. I apologize. I apologize.
We got a couple of tweets.
Oh, okay.
Tweets, yeah.
What are they from? Sarah, who's sitting right next to you.
Tom Clark.
Hey.
This was 5 hours ago, so I don't think he's listening into the show, but he says,
That's fine.
"Don't drop the ball. Score a touchdown. Come see me at Milwaukee 600 East Ogden Street tomorrow at 8:30. Only $5."
Yeah, come on out. It's gonna be an awesome show.
Oh,
if
he's
you've never been
funny.
to
He's
Karma
funny.
for the open mic, that's a great show. And now this is a touring headliner, so like that's awesome. Like for $5 to go out and see that, you're getting your money's worth. And it's Wednesday. What else you got to do? It's Wednesday, you guys.
Wednesday. And we have another tweet from Larthawin, and she says, #KillRadio. My stepsister found 2 baby squirrels that died in her glove box.
Oh, that's really sad.
Oh, I've got a dead rodent story.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't
Yeah.
tell it when we were talking about dead rodents?
I just
Good at this.
yeah. No, because dead rodents just
Did it
came
die in
up.
your charcoal bag?
No, I was getting a tattoo, and
Of what?
Dead
of
squirrel?
a light bulb. I was getting a light
Some
bulb.
nuts.
Yeah.
The Hollister symbol.
No, no. Shut up, guys. Don't hate on my tattoos.
Wait, do you have a Hollister tattoo?
I do
Yes,
have a
he
Hollister
does.
tattoo.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
right.
committed.
Yeah.
Committed.
Committed. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
You should
But,
be committed.
Oh yeah, that was a great job. But I was getting this tattoo, and one of the artists comes in the door and just has like this sad look on his face, and he says, I had to kill a dog today.
Whoa.
He said I walked out of my apartment and there was
With a
this.
tattoo?
No, he just walked into the tattoo. No, he walked out of his apartment building, and there was a like newborn puppy just laying on the sidewalk.
What?
That was just suffering, and he felt so
What?
bad that he stomped it.
Oh my god.
Awful.
I don't think that's how the story goes.
Terrible. Did you stop being friends with him immediately?
Yeah.
No, he felt so bad. Well, I mean, the dog was.
Well, obviously he should feel bad. That's like a terrible thing to
Stomping
do.
a puppy?
It was a newborn puppy
What kind of
on the
character is this
sidewalk.
tattoo artist? Hold on a second.
So
It's a
what was he in
decent
a
guy.
rush? He couldn't take it to a vet, like a civilized.
It was
person?
dying. It was dying on
So
the
pick
sidewalk.
it up. Like I would rather be like cuddled while I died.
It was
instead of
a
stomped on.
newborn.
You were out of your mind. I would. Like,
You're thinking. You're
saying he did
thinking
right
of puppy
thing?
dog eyes.
Yeah.
This was a pink thing on the sidewalk that looked.
That person is a
that- like
sociopath.
that.
Yeah, right.
And they should be.
Oh,
they should be stomped on.
The puppy was whimpering, so he's like, "Oh, must be dying."
It wasn't even. It wasn't even.
terrible. We should say that the Killer Radio Show does not condone puppy stomping.
I definitely condone.
in any
You
way.
wait, you do?
I condone that. Yeah.
Condone
Why?
puppy stomping.
That particular
You're telling me there was
situation.
no way that he could have handled that better.
There was no.
You were out of your mind.
It was
You were
cold.
out of your mind.
That thing was dead.
Oh.
Well, if it was dead,
What kind
then
of
he didn't
puppy
have any
was it?
reason
Well,
to
I mean,
stop.
what kind of
he was
puppy was
dying.
it? What kind of puppy was it?
He's not even sure because it was a newborn puppy, like brand new. All right, we can just
I'm picturing
leave
a
this
cocker
conversation.
spaniel. I'm picturing a cocker
Yeah,
spaniel.
we just lost all listeners.
Yeah.
Because you condone puppy stomping. That's
I'm
awful.
only the
That person has no
Twitter handle of
soul.
the radio show, so no one really cares about my opinion.
Now they do.
Yeah, now they,
Now- yeah.
they hate you. Now they think
Go
you're the
ahead and
worst.
hate me.
Yeah, your nickname went from landline to puppy stomper.
Well, you just lost
That's
Nicole. My girlfriend will no longer be listening to the show ever.
Um,
Which is great.
I can't really apologize. I thought it was
Send your-
a decent thing to
Send
do.
your
Yeah,
angry
tweet. Yeah,
tweets to Steve Breeze. What's your Twitter?
at at Steve Breeze like.
At Steve Breeze Lake. And if you agree that puppies are
Adorable.
our finest commodity that should always be treasured, even until their last dying breath.
Right.
Just remember,
sick.
Follow me on
pedophiles
Twitter.
use dogs to lure kids in their car.
Well, that doesn't mean that that's what that dog's gonna be. Like they
that's
also
totally-
use candy.
maybe-
You know,
maybe-
like candy's good too, man.
No,
like,
candy's terrible for you.
We're just gonna stomp on it then.
Yeah, I stomped on the candy bar recently.
Where is Eric Kokonis to save this show? This show has gone as far south as it can possibly go. Well, I wanted to start one of our segments. Can you cue up some music? Just any fake, phony music, silly music, game show music. Give me
Game show music? All right.
Okay. And when you're ready, this is one of our favorite news segments. This is Eric explaining the news. I think that's what I'm going to
Price is
call it,
Right.
or Eric explains it all. How about that? Do you like that?
Eric explains it all.
Eric explains it all. All right. You got something?
Price is Right. That's the.
Okay. When we come back, Eric will be explaining what sequestration is as it relates to the fiscal crisis.
All right, how's it going, everybody? Good, cool. I'm here to explain what sequestration means as far as the what'd you say, economics? I have no idea what it means. I think it means like if you race horses underwater. I think that's what sequestration means. I think. I'm not positive.
How does that relate to financial crisis?
Related to the financial crisis. Well, I mean, people are betting on horses, and they can't run that fast when they're underwater, so then a lot of people are losing a lot of money.
Why not use seahorses?
Why not use seahorses? I think you just solved the debt problem, Steve Breeze.
Alright. Give me a little outro music.
It also could be what happens when the show Sequest. You familiar with that? Like when they remove their testicles. That also could be what it means. Sequestration. No? Yes, that's exactly what it means. Tweet me if that's not what it means. Tweet the show at Cast of Killers. Hashtag Killer Radio.
All right, well, thank you very much for that, Eric. That's about as much bull crap as we can get out of Eric in one sitting.
And what is it, Sequest?
This is the Sequest opening theme song.
Yeah, right, yeah. And then just like scream to someone getting castrated.
The exact same.
I can pull up a castration
No,
video.
we're not doing that. You've done enough. You've done enough.
Sure.
Yes, I'm
Positive.
positive. I'm positive.
All
Your puppy story has made me think less of you as a person.
I have a joke that I haven't told related to that story.
I hope it's that was a joke and
Right, I hope that never
No,
happened.
real
You just made
life,
that up.
real life. But I
all
thought
right, play some music so we can take a break.
I'll tell you guys outside because it just gets worse.
Oh, really? I thought it would get better.
Yeah,
Does it
I
get
really
better?
thought. Yeah, I thought maybe like after you explained that story about how you're friends with a horrible monster who's probably gonna murder people. No, you guys don't understand. I
mouth.
had to. I
He
had
had to.
Incorrect.
He had to kill it.
Nobody ever has to stop on a puppy. Nobody ever has to.
All right, this is Project Trio. Please tweet Steve Breeze to let him know
That I'm a total
he's a
deep.
garbage person.
Sociopaths.
We'll be right back. back to the Killer Radio Show. This music totally is throwing me off because it's like cool hip music.
Yeah.
Not that the other stuff isn't hip, but generally we are like
Judy Funny music.
rock music. That's our usual.
The flautist for this band is amazing. He does beatboxing and flute playing at the same time.
What? That's cool.
Yeah.
Very neat.
I'm excited for when I convert my music to MP3s and we can listen to some Tom Street Vandals.
Yeah, that Eric's gonna bring some of his youth to the airwaves. He's gonna play some of the music that his high school band played. Is that right?
Yep. High school and like a little bit after high school.
That's when you guys really got experimental.
Yeah, yep.
So you really came into your own. Good. I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
The
it's-
Thomas Street Vandals.
Yes. Off the album The Prophet of Jake.
Wow.
I play drums in the track that I'm going to bring in.
Okay, great. You don't sing? You don't have any that you sing on?
I don't have any that I sing on. I do play.
You don't strike me as a front man.
No, I'm not a front.
I was never in a band.
Never.
Does that strike you as weird? I feel like I was
Not
right.
even like high school band. Like
I was in a high school band.
I was in a number of bands that never took off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Street Vandals. We took off.
Big
No,
time.
like we always talk, we
Huge.
would get together and then we would talk about
Look for the behind the music.
where you're gonna get your next bag of weed.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right, guys, you ready to practice? Oh man, it would be great
We
before
had
we practice.
we
Bag of weed.
we had 3 notebooks full of lyrics.
My mom said we can't play in the garage tonight, you guys.
We had 6 notebooks of weed hookups.
Yeah.
Did you call Fat Tom? Oh, okay. Did you call Lazy Pete? Okay.
We were,
did you call Skinny Darren? Did you call Black Jamal?
The band that we were
Frankie.
Skip to Oz, which
That was
was
your
a
band?
which was a drug reference. Ounce, Skip to Ounce.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Skip to an
Clever.
OZ
Can't
bag.
see why you didn't
Clever.
catch on.
Yeah.
Those kind of poetic lyrics right there.
All right.
What was I going to talk about?
Can I quick?
Yeah, tell a story.
Yeah. I want to share my.
Oh, wait, I should just cut you off for a second. That puppy could have been a possum.
Okay,
By the way.
great. All right.
Yeah.
That solves everything.
Just
I'm sure.
awesome.
That,
Oh, stop 'em.
jeez.
Just stop
yeah,
'em.
just
People
stop
run
'em
them
out.
over. People run those things over all the time. No one cares. They're ugly creatures, just like newborn puppies.
Just like your black soul.
Yeah.
All right. Again, tweet.
Tweet
Steve
me
Breeze,
if you really hate me.
him.
I should check my Twitter account. I know no one tweeted me.
Nobody tweeted you.
No one likes me.
No,
Go ahead, Eric.
I would like to share this story because we were talking about your psycho tattoo buddy, and
Who you let tattoo you? That's what Eric and I were like,
This was
oh, you let that guy tattoo him. Oh,
No, I was
okay.
getting a tattoo by another artist. This artist walks in to start his shift.
I would have immediately gotten it. So he worked at this facility.
He actually, I think no, he wasn't the owner.
I would hope not.
Dude was crushed that he had to do this.
I don't. He should be.
He was. I thought he was very sincere.
Because he was like, now I got to turn myself into the authorities because I'm a crazy person and I did this. I should never have children because I can't be trusted with other life forms. Was that why he was crushed?
No.
Oh, okay.
That he had to
well,
kill
then,
a puppy.
Well, then I
That's-
don't feel sorry.
I gotta
Or
clean
a
my
possum.
shoes now. I'm just
Yeah,
crushed.
yeah. I gotta
No, you
go
can
to-
talk about
I gotta
cleaning
go
your
to
shoes
the
at
shoe
all.
shiner. It's in the mall.
That's expensive now.
I'm a bad guy.
Okay.
Speaking of bad guys, go ahead. Eric.
Yeah. Okay. There's a rock concert up in Stevenson, Michigan, up in the UP. It's called the Swamp Rock Bash, and it's exactly what you think. It's
A lot of people with trucks.
yeah, a lot of people. There was a truck pull, and
Just cases of Bush Light.
they annually burn a couch and a car every year at Swamp Rock.
Oh,
Bash.
okay.
Yeah.
Generally, the coach is in the car. Or...
What kind of artistic value does that hold?
I mean,
Warmth? Warmth? Maybe it was warmth?
Yeah. But it was really cool because one year there was this guy and he was giving tattoos out and he hollowed out an old ambulance and he brought it up to Swamp Rock Bash and was like, "I'll give everybody tattoos." And it's like, that's not like healthy at all. It's just really gross. And like all the tattoos that he gave were like really like still like bumpy and bloody. And you
Yeah.
just totally tell that like
We're all out of ink, but we got plenty of mud. We'll just put mud in there.
and
Under your skin.
and he was giving like he charged
An
I
ego
don't know, like,
tattoo.
$20
Yeah.
or something for like Swamp Rock 2010, like, you know what I mean? And he gave this one guy a free tattoo, and I don't know if you've ever seen those like where it's like famous cartoon characters in like orgies. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like entire back piece of like 7 Simpsons characters all having sex.
Oh my god.
And he was like, "That's so cool! I'll do it for free." And so like,
Oh no.
Oh my.
yeah, so it was like a really
a
scabby,
waste of a
really
tattoo.
scabby, gross tattoo of like Bart.
Well, all
Lisa,
tattoos
and
are
Marge.
kind of-
Imagine going in and getting that touched up. Like, yeah, I mean, it's the worst tattoo of all time. It's all children's cartoon characters involved in an orgy, but I want it touched up so it looks good. Got it at Swamp Rock.
I'll always remember Swamp Rock.
Yeah, 2010. Oh my god.
But no, one of my first jokes ever, I tried to, it didn't work. I mean, you'll understand why in a minute. I tried to make a joke out of that, and the joke, the punchline was that thing, I called it the hepatitis ambulance.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's a long walk right there.
That's a lot for like not even a punchline.
That'll be the name of your first album, Eric.
Hepatitis ambulance.
Hepatitis ambulance.
Because
Wow.
it is an ambulance, you know, with,
That's rough.
yeah.
I don't think
and then,
you don't
actually,
have any
like,
tattoos, do you?
no, I don't.
How do you not have any tattoos?
Because I saw the guy at Swamp Rock and was like,
scarred?
I was never getting it.
Don't you think you should get one?
Do you just have the horse? Is
Eric,
that the only
yeah,
tattoo?
that's the only one I got. I gotta get it touched up. We should go together. But I had a goal to lose some weight before I would get it touched up. If I showed you my tattoo right now,
I won't take you to the puppy smasher.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would prefer not to. I hope that the guy who did mine is not that guy too. Really hoping. Yeah, I need. What should my next tattoo be? That's a good question.
I don't. Something that expresses yourself. Like that's something meaningful to you.
Like
Your
just
name in Japanese.
the In Living Color logo.
Yeah.
Something really out of
We
date.
should all
Like
get
it means
COK
nothing.
tattoos. That would be cool, right?
Well, we were all gonna get the hashtag.
Yeah, I would do
For the
that
radio?
still.
Yeah.
I would do see us.
I have a guy that will do it for us for very cheap. He's
good.
not working at a tattoo shop currently.
Yeah, how cheap? Like, is Puppy Smasher cheap? Like,
Yeah, smashing prices.
He's got to smash a puppy in front of you, though. That's the only thing. You have to be crying. While he does it.
No, but he's a very good artist, and I think he could. I mean, it'd help him out. He just got let go of his tattooing position, so.
Wait, why?
Wow. Yeah. Why?
Why? It
he's a
was
crappy
shop.
tattoo
No. It was
Botched
due to
tattoo.
just
felonies?
shop relations
Too
with
many
the,
felonies.
Oh,
with the
okay.
owner.
So he just got like a. So he's an irritable tattooist.
No.
It's hard to be around. Hard to work with.
Oh no, he's a great guy.
Oh, okay.
He got fired because he loves to drink. Just loves
Yeah.
to get smashed.
No,
He
he's
loves
actually straight
heroin.
edge.
He
He's
loves heroin.
he is straight edge.
Oh, okay. Good.
Straight edge tattoo guy, huh?
Yeah.
So aren't straight edge guys like generally really irritable? Anyways, am I wrong about that? Have you ever met a straight edge?
Well, he
person
used
who's,
to
like,
be
really laid back?
a stoner,
Okay. Okay. That's
but now
fine.
now he has a tattoo on his
born
tongue.
again. So he's
Yeah, born again. Yeah, he has a tattoo on his tongue that
Oh my God.
yeah
Really?
that is it's like a mug, a beer mug, with pills on the side and says "No more." I think it's
Yeah.
a pot leaf.
Wow. Yeah. That sounds painful.
He said it wasn't that bad.
Also, taste or your tongue is one of the fastest growing things in your body, so it would go away rather.
Yeah,
quickly.
his is faded quite a bit.
I'd
but-
imagine if he's eating,
That
he
is so painful.
probably licked so many lollipops right afterwards that he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh man, that's so many popsicles, right?"
He said that it wasn't that
so many
bad.
lollies.
It was just holding the tongue to hold the tongue out.
Yeah,
That was the worst.
That was the worst part. I find that hard to believe.
I could see that.
Wouldn't like the needle going into your tongue be
You've
the
never
worst
had like
part?
tattoos really don't hurt all that bad.
No, I don't think so either. Like,
No, there's just certain spots.
Sarah, you have
like,
tattoos? Yeah. You have a tattoo? Eric's girlfriend has a tattoo. What is it? Does Eric know where it is? Has he seen it? You have 4 tattoos? Here, come up on here and talk about these.
Get in the camera and show everybody your.
Yeah. No, don't do that. No, just talk into the thing. This is Sarah. This is Eric's lovely girlfriend. You have 4 tattoos. What is your?
Yes.
What was the first tattoo you ever got?
It's the tramp stamp.
Right on. Okay. Rite of
My
passage.
mother-
Were you 18?
Yes, my mother bought it for me.
Oh,
we went
thank
to,
God. It's like I just want guys to know you're easy,
We went
sweetie.
to a tattoo parlor that's out in Lake Geneva that, I think.
Specialized in skanks.
No. Like a famous singer like Ozzy or something got a tattoo there once or something.
Okay, so your mother was like, "This is perfect for my daughter."
Tramp
Yes.
stamps and barbed wire. That's all they do.
Yep.
Okay, so first one was the one you got. What's the second one?
Second one is a butterfly, but I drew it myself.
Okay,
so
better,
that's, I
warmer.
took it off the wall.
And it's where is it on your body?
It's
G-spot.
it's on my left shoulder blade. And then that was when I was 19.
That's why Eric's never seen it. Just can't find it.
Yeah.
And then I have one on my left calf that I got at a place called Lowrider out in California.
Oh yeah.
My mother paid for that one as well. That was when I was 21.
Does your mom have a bunch of
Mine-
tattoos?
Yes, she
She's like a
does.
big
My
tattoo
mom is
enthusiast.
totally against every tattoo that I've gotten. But she was never aware that I had tattoos for the longest
adopt
time.
Steve. Family should adopt Steve. They'd love
No,
him.
she
I'm not allowed to get any more tattoos unless
What was
they're
the
free.
last one you got?
The last one I got was this summer. It's a paw print of my cat. It's like,
Sassy, right?
yeah, it's my cat's, like a direct copy, shading and all of her paw print.
Well, that's nice. So you finally came around. You finally found one.
Yeah.
That meant something.
That has
Well, I guess
Very-
drawing one yourself. That's cool
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but it was a butterfly.
The
Like
one on
my
the calf is the theater masks.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a work of art.
one
see,
of
so
one of
that-
my ex-girlfriends, she drew a star, and got it on her V, and she thought that was a really clever tattoo, and I reamed her for it.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I had sets with her.
Okay.
But I just gave her. I can't say the S word.
Chastised her.
I chastised her. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought it was the most not unique thing.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. It was pink and black, and I was getting a tattoo at the same time of a grenade.
Oh yeah. So I mean, you had the right frame of mind there.
Yeah, it's actually a very nice tattoo. It has a lot of meaning to it. It's a series tattoo. It means
love
Is it like
grenades.
a Mickey's grenade? That
no,
would
it's
be
just a
cool.
normal
be
grenade. No.
So do you regret any of your tattoos?
Not really. No.
I still
guess-
don't. I mean, mine is horrible. Like I won't like say that it's not. Like my tattoo is silly. Like, but it was meant to be silly from the time, and it is big.
Yeah,
It's a big
and
tattoo.
yours is hidden, which is nice. The one
Yeah.
tattoo that I don't particularly like is I have these stars on my
Oh, so
arm
it's very nice.
that I really don't care for.
What is it
They're just colored stars.
on your arm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they don't like. It's
So wait,
hard
you
to.
gave that girl flack for getting a star, and then you have a bunch of stars.
But hers was on her.
It was just
her
a very
Joshua.
Yeah, it was a very stereotypical
And-
tattoo. Where my stars, like I do have a galaxy on my arm, and that was kind of tying it in, but it just doesn't.
Doesn't fly unless
doesn't-
it's next to her vagina.
Yeah.
Unless you're fisting her. Yeah, like I would always think that too, like if you got a tattoo like on your privates, that like that sort of means that people are gonna see your privates more often.
Yeah.
You know, like if
Yeah.
that's
You're
your
a porn
goal.
star. Porn star.
If you're a porn star, yes.
I love when I see girls with the Playboy bunny,
Yeah.
because I'm just like, oh, how easy are you? Like.
Yeah.
And
That's a
then,
strange
but like,
thing.
I wouldn't have Zeds with you at all.
Maybe you would though.
Yeah.
That's how drunk you are.
But
I'm not really.
Have you though? Have you
no.
ever slept with a girl with a?
They had like a really bad.
But with a
Private
rabbit?
tattoo?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I never have. I knew one girl who was trying out to be a Playboy bunny though.
Did she make it?
She made it to the finals.
And then she lost to crushing cocaine addiction.
I know. Actually, it was she. No, I don't know why she lost.
Bulimia.
Yeah, she lost her belief.
No, I
She's
probably
this
worked
beautiful girl
out.
from Texas, which will not be in the union any longer.
Right.
I can imagine, like I think I would be the type of parent that wouldn't really talk a kid out of a tattoo. I'd be like, if you want one, that's fine. I'd be like, don't
Well,
get
my-
it on
how
your
young-
face.
My
How
take
young,
on
though?
tattoos is
18 if they wanted to get one at
18.
18.
You
I
wouldn't
don't
be
care.
like 14. You'd be like, go ahead.
No, I would not take them younger than.
I wouldn't. I got.
Because that's like a rule you could be like, hey, like you can get a tattoo, but get it when you're 18. Like that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm not signing a letter.
Yeah.
I pierced my own lip when I was 13 or 14.
Didn't we
and-
talk about this before?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't.
We talk about a lot of the bad decisions that Steve made.
Yeah,
in
I've
his
made
youth
a lot of
that he
bad decisions
continues
over
to
my
make
year. Yeah,
as an
I
adult.
continue to do it. The hole won't close because I re-pierced it so many times, and I it's just a hole in my lip.
In your ear or in your lip.
In my lip now.
We got a tweet.
Yeah. We have a tweet from Debbie Lynn Mason.
Oh,
She
no.
Oh
says,
no.
Ryan should get a tattoo that says "I love my mom."
Oh, I thought she was gonna like make.
Like the heart.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna hate me about
I'm
killing
gonna
puppies.
get it.
Right, yeah.
Puppy
I'm gonna get
stuff,
one that says
yeah.
"I love your mom." I think that's better.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one that says Debbie DLM right here.
Yeah, there you go. I don't think I could get a Mom, if you're asking me to get like a tribute tattoo of you, like then it's like
Bottle of wine?
you're gonna like get hit by a bus the next day. Like if I get like Mom forever, like then immediately something.
I'm
like,
getting
get hit by an asteroid, and that's
Yeah.
not what I want. So.
I promised my mom when she dies, I'm gonna get it tattooed in her like memory.
What are you gonna say, like on her, like when
Yeah.
she's dead?
Wait, you're
Yeah.
assuming that you'll outlive your mom?
No, I don't think I actually will. I think I'm gonna die before my mom. I think I'm dying in my 30s. I'm not. Really
No,
young.
you're not.
I
You're
have
gonna be
no
one of those
idea.
bastard old cats that lives forever. Like that.
My yeah,
like,
it does.
sickly cat?
It doesn't run. It does. The cats in my family do not die. We have a 24-year-old cat.
That's gonna be you. You're gonna
That-
be like that sickly cat that's like hanging around.
I know. I will off myself.
No.
Before.
No.
You probably
Not
could
until
stop.
next week.
No, 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 yeah.
Way to bring it down, Steve.
I'm thinking
I'm a
about
down
getting a tattoo
character.
though. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo because all the guys that we go spearfishing with
All the tattoos.
all are getting a spearfish tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, like the
a buddy thing.
like the hellfish, like in The Simpsons.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
Why don't you just get a bunch of the Simpsons characters on your back?
Yeah.
In an
All having sex with a fish.
I don't think I can think of a worse tattoo than that. I once there was like a picture coffee table book that was like the worst tattoos ever. It was just like pictures. A lot of them were like people who had things on their faces that were just really terrible. One guy had the F word like across his forehead, which
Yeah.
was just like cliche, like terrible. And the funniest one I saw though was it was a tattoo. It was just on their arm, but it was a Polaroid camera that had taken a picture, and there was a picture coming out of it, and the picture was of a burrito. So it was a Polaroid camera taking a picture of a burrito. It was
That
like I
I
don't know
like
what the
that.
meaning behind that is, but I like it.
I do like it a lot. My
Some guy
dad.
had like a checkerboard, whole face, just checkerboard.
That's a ska thing.
That's terrible though.
Face, like whole face, like forehead, nose, like eyelids, just
Head,
like,
shoulders, knees, and toes.
yeah, the whole thing, just checkerboard.
My friend has
Yeah.
a
seen
crossword
leopard.
puzzle, an unfilled crossword puzzle on his arm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
I thought about getting a crossword puzzle tattoo.
Because you're an enigma. Is that what it is?
Yeah. No, but my
Do you do crosswords? You do crosswords. You look
I
like
used
that type
to.
of guy.
I used to.
I do
Not
some
anymore.
crosswords.
Whoa, humble brag over here. Crossword king, Eric Thorson.
Instead of working, I do a lot of
Yeah, I was gonna say
At
you
work.
work at Captel.
Yeah,
so
at
yes,
work,
that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. I think that if I was gonna get a tattoo though, I think that a sleeve and some cufflinks. I have a joke about that. That would be funny, right?
That would be
Yeah.
kind of funny. I'm sure there's
Just get
somebody
a
out there
sleeve
has that.
tattoo. I still want to get a sleeve tattoo.
with a collared cufflinks and
Yeah.
stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Yeah.
But no, that's I recommend getting the stupidest tattoo you can think of
I
for
agree
your
with
first
that.
tattoo.
Yeah,
what
totally.
Because then you can be like,
Right?
all right, all my
Sarah's
other
shaking her
tattoos
head. She's
are
like, yeah,
all my
let's do
tattoos
it.
are better than this first one. That's what the Hollister bird reminds me. This is a stupid tattoo that I have.
Was that
But
your
everyone-
first tattoo?
I got two at the same time. That was the
At the same time, two
The
different
same day.
people.
The same day.
I thought you were same time,
So that one and what else?
the heart on my arm. The
Oh,
blank
that
heart.
one's fine though.
Yeah, I like the heart.
Yeah, that's cool because it's.
Tell you what,
empty
it's
in the
better
middle.
then.
Huh?
Hollister bird on your chest,
So when you get married, are you gonna fill in the heart?
or the Hollister bird? Which one?
No, the Hollister bird. When I worked there, it was just an outline. Now it's filled in, but I'm not an employee there anymore.
You're not getting. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did they pay for it? Did Hollister pay for the tattoo?
What did they say?
They did contribute, I guess,
Really?
a
'Cause
shirt
they
that
paid
I.
him.
a shirt with
yeah.
all
They
the
told him
sleeves
to put a
shirt that
shirt
I
on.
took a shirt that I took from the store
that you stole.
that I stole. Yeah.
They contributed a shirt that you
Yeah.
stole.
Yeah.
What did they say when you showed up?
I came in with that polo with the bird cut out,
Yeah.
and just so the bird on my chest was showing, and they couldn't believe it. Well, the reason I got it was they pulled me in the office because I was talking about getting
We
tattoos.
need more dedication from you, Steve.
Yeah.
And I wore a lot of girl pants, and I had black hair with I had a skunt tail, black on or blonde on black.
How did you get the job? Like, how did you
I-
interview?
well-
or did you really? Were you really going through a
How-
lot at that point?
How I got
you
the
already
job
had the
was
tattoo, and that's how you got the job.
no. A girl I was seeing at the time, she got offered a position there, and she was only. I think she was 16. I was 17,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, "Well, I can't go." So I was like, "I'll go," and that's how I got the interview. It wasn't even my interview. I just showed up for my date's
Yeah, I'm
interview.
Stacy.
Well,
They're like, hey, we
they
need
do
another person.
they
You'll
do group interviews, and I worked there for 4 years, 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was the highest paid employee for the just the normal staff.
That's how models say. They're like, I just went with a friend. But for
Yeah.
you, it's getting a job at Hollister and staying
Yeah.
there for 4 years. Was this
Yeah.
in Madison?
It was in Madison West Town Mall.
Oh man.
Didn't Jason Hillman also work in like house?
He worked at the one at Mayfair, I believe.
I thought he worked at. I don't know if it was a Hollister or if it was like something.
It was a Hollister, yeah. I want to say
Really?
that I
What is
would
with you
call.
people?
I called Jason's store quite a bit when I worked there.
Maybe you guys crossed paths.
We
ships
probably
in the
did.
night.
We probably did. There was also a manager there. I don't know if you worked with Jason because they had a manager there named Jason. I don't know if it was the same time or not.
This
but
is fascinating.
Yeah.
Why don't we call it there? A riveting story about Hollister. I know it's early, but some people want to go do the open mic, and we don't have. It looks like Eric Kokonis is going to have to be with us another night.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everybody for listening, and what are we taking the next 2 weeks off, or are we going to be here next week? We'll be here next week.
Next week.
And then we'll take off the.
We're taking
25th and the 1st.
We're not doing a
Oh.
show on Christmas.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
doing a show on. I think we should do a show on New Year's though. I think. It'll be
Yeah,
cool.
we might do that show. So
Tweet us if you want to show on New Year's.
tweet us if you think
If you're hungover
Steve
and
should be
just-
locked up in prison.
Yeah.
No,
right.
thanks
Hold on,
to
where's my phone?
Steve
Where's my phone?
thanks to Steve for filling in tonight.
Yeah.
But can you play us a tune while you're at it, Steve?
Yeah, I'm going.
Well, Steve, what was that thing you were watching? The River West. What was that?
River West Side Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't fully load.
What is that though? Explain
It's the Fatty Acids new
Yep,
song
it's a new video with
Yeah.
another group too. The Saturday Night
like a
Duets.
music video?
Yep, it's a music.
I don't know.
All right, we gotta
Ryan knows
sign
more
off.
about
All
it.
right, signing
Okay,
off.
all right.
Check that out. It's the Fatty Acids. It's a music video. They're a friend of the show.
Yeah.
They have
River
a
West
new-
Side Story.
It's called the River West Side Story, and it's a duet actually with the Saturday Night Duets, which is another Milwaukee local group. So we'll be back next week with the Killer Radio Show.
All right, thanks.